Okay, Miss Pavina, what we got going on today?
Today we're going to be making kimchi, homemade kimchi, and what you'll be needing is a nice big head of napa cabbage. I like my heads big. And some daikon here, it's nice and smooth. Green onion, some peppers, white onion, red onion, and I found this growing in our garden, so I want to add this to our kimchi. Nice apple, it's going to add a nice crisp, crunch, sweetness to it. Garlic, ginger, and then I already have my julienne carrots.
Take a look up here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do first?
What we're going to do first is chop up the ingredients before and have that prepped. And what I'm going to do is chop up this napa cabbage, like so, and you can just tear it apart like this. I will not be pinching all of this, so I'll need a little extra help for that. I will do just about this much to start off with. What you're going to want to do is at least rinse this 3 times before salting. But I'll set this aside for now and continue to chop the rest of the vegetables. You want to julienne the daikon, just like you would the size of the carrots. Set aside for later. The onion, this white onion will go into our paste.
kind of peppers is that? What kind of peppers can everybody use?
I believe these are shushito
Okay.
peppers.
All right. What kind we prefer to use? Is there any type of onion pepper to use, or?
These are actually the perfect ones. I know that they're the ones that they probably use for the gochujang paste, and they dip it in and just eat it regular at the Korean barbecue restaurants.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure what they're
You want to try show us how we dip them in a gochujang and eat it like that, or?
Maybe towards the end of the video.
Okay.
So we'll just use that for now. Don't forget about the ginger. And with ginger, you really don't have to peel it since we're going to be making kimchi with it, and it's going to be cut and smashed thinly. And it kind of gives it a more natural flavor to it anyways. To mince the ginger.
Oh, wow. Were you mad at the ginger or something?
Just a little bit.
Wow.
I want to smash it and bruise it just a little so it gives me all its extra flavors.
Oh, that's a nice apple you got there.
Yes, this is gonna add a nice crispy sweet.
Okay.
Tangy to it.
Does it matter what kind of apple we use?
You want something that's firm, not too soft, and has a little sour taste to it, but not the Granny Smiths because those are way too sour.
Okay.
And you don't have to worry about peeling it either. And your julienne about the same size as the daikon.
Pretty fancy with that knife over there. What's that now we're doing?
Garlic. You want quite a few cloves of garlic with the amount of cabbage that you have. I like a lot of garlic in my kimchi. Just huge garlic then. It's pretty good for you. So,
What kind of good stuff that garlic got for you?
don't ask me hard questions right now.
Okay, so we're peeling the garlic right now?
Yeah, so what we're doing, if you don't want to peel the garlics a certain way, like so, and it gets a little fussy for you, what you could do is just smash it.
Wow.
and then it comes right off.
Oh, it's like magic, huh?
Because what I want to do is still smash this too. Even after I fold it. What helps is having it set down flat, like so, having this part of the blade lie flat on top of it, and making sure you're not sliding your hand across. And you just push right down. And that's how you take out your enemies.
Wow.
It helps with mincing. Make them nice and small. Gather them like so. Right there by the ginger. And there's your happy party tray.
Wow, okay. So let's go through what we got in the tray over there.
What we have in the tray are julienne apples
Where's the apples at?
here,
Okay,
the julienne daikon.
okay,
We have that nice pretty red spring onion that we found.
okay,
Some of the peppers,
okay.
the white onion, scallions, red onion, ginger minced, garlic minced, and let's not forget our carrots.
Wow, those carrots are pretty small. You probably worked a long time on them.
It's nice to buy them at the store already. Cut.
And in this, we got the cabbage in there, huh?
Yes. What we have here is the cabbage that we had rinsed. It properly taken its soak bath. Nice and relaxed. After it's bath and rinse, what to do is get your hands a little dirty. Not that dirty.
Let's get it serious now with them gloves. Look at that. Oh, man.
Only because I don't want the little salt crusties come here. I want to use about 2 to 3 tablespoons. So that's about 1. When you're putting the salt on there, you don't want to crush the cabbage, the napa cabbage, because then it'll just get soggy. And you still want them to be nice, crisp, and fresh. Sprinkle a little bit more. This should be the 2nd to 3rd tablespoon. You add more accordingly to how much cabbage that you have. I normally eye it just by flipping and turning these, like a slight fold. You just want to make sure all of it is covered with the salt. And since everything is coated with the salt, you are to allow it to sit, relax, and sweat. And we'll check on it every 10 minutes and fold again.
Okay. Okay, now we're moving to, what is this? We're making the paste.
We're making a paste for that nice pretty red color on the kimchies that we need. And what I have found was that rice flour does very well for it, which keeps it nice and thick, and it coats the vegetables a lot better. I always eye it. That's about a couple tablespoons or so. And then there's piping hot water. Be very careful.
I can still see the steam on that thing.
Place just a bit in there for now, so that you're able to create a paste of some kind and dilute. So we want to break the starch down with flour. And if you don't stir well, the flour will clump up and it won't be very pretty in the kimchi. See? So when you know that it's ready and perfect is if you stir it and it coats your pan or your skillet that you chose to use, which helps a lot better. Do you see that? Draw lines on that. Okay? So that's at the consistency that you want. I need some of this gochujang. Sorry, this hot pepper powder. And you use as much as you like for your own taste. I like to use a lot because I like my kimchi spicy, and it gives it a beautiful red color. Stir like so. See how it thickens? And you want this texture. I'm going to add a little more heat since I'm not stirring on top of the skillet. So add a little bit more of this hot water, just a splash. That way I can incorporate the fish sauce. Put a tablespoon to a half depending. I will add both soy and fish sauce. Don't ask me why, I just do things. You can use apple vinegar, white vinegar, rice vinegar. Today I'll choose to use rice vinegar. This has it diluted with water. So you know what, we'll go ahead and use both. Some people will use vinegar, some kimchi recipes do not require it. I am not very patient and I like to eat my kimchi fresh. So I'll add the vinegar now to add that nice tang to it. Stir. Nice blended red thickness. Last but not least, I am going to incorporate this raw 100% pure natural uncooked honey.
Oh, mountain honey.
I want my kimchi a little bit sweet. A little, not too much. So when I say a little bit, I would say a little bit.
You get that mountain honey from the mountain people?
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh, it's dripping everywhere. Okay. So that's probably like a quarter, like a teaspoon maybe. Not even. Everybody makes their kimchi different. I like it a little sweet and spicy. Like me.
Oh, yeah, you sweet and spicy?
Just a little bit. Okay, mostly spicy, but sometimes a little salty. Okay, a little bit of everything. Okay, a lot of everything.
A lot of everything.
A lot of everything. And very strong flavors. Okay. So you have your paste created here. and you're always able to eye it and incorporate and add more or here, less here. Do whatever you feel is best for your taste.
So that's it to the sauce, or we got anything else we put in there?
This is about it.
Wow, okay.
You
All
can
right.
add or minus as much as you like. But we have the base for it now.
Okay.
And you want it like this texture. This paste. Maybe even thicker. Or thinner. But see this beautiful red color? That's what I like.
Okay. Alrighty. Alright, so we'll be mixing up the sauce now.
Now that we had made the sauce and the paste, the kimchi paste, it's nice, smooth, blended. All the ingredients have incorporated well. You just have to move it aside and mix in carrots that we had earlier, garlic, ginger, onions, so peppers, apple daikon, and just have them go right in there. And the fun part begins is by mixing and incorporating the rest of the ingredients, giving them a nice little toss. You fold the ingredients in well.
Okay. It's like a salad almost over there, kind of.
Yes, a very beautiful, bright red slaw of some kind. And make sure all of these are coated well. So when you bite into your kimchi, these are the ingredients that are going to keep it nice and flavorful. And yeah, it takes a little bit, but it's worth it. It's where the hard work and muscles come in. What you want is that all the onions, the carrots, the apples, and the daikon evens out proportionately, and when you bite into it, there's a good ratio from cabbage to onion and apples and so forth. Once all of these onions have been coated, this is ready to transition over into the napa cabbage bowl.
Okay.
So now that we have these ingredients mixed, I wanted to introduce an optional to add a saltier flavor to it is the salted shrimp fry, the gung alamang. You can get it in different forms. There's Korean forms, Japanese forms, and this one is its own form. What we have done was grinded it a bit, so it still is a paste that we're able to incorporate easily, smoothly transition it into it as well. I like my kimchi salty and yummy, full of bursting flavors. So we're gonna incorporate that, and then with the kimchi, that were sitting and salted a while back, we had washed out all of the salt, strained it, and this is what we have now. It's nice and soft, and you know it's ready. You see it's able to bend a bit. See? That will bend soon. Pour that water up. And mix with the rest of the paste that we had created. So we have this, and you can see that it's softer. It's not, it will be. Pour in the rest of the ingredients. Have fun with it. This is your time to shine, hens. Have a merry. Kimchi is a process that normally takes the whole family, each group, but with certain circumstances, I'll just make it here for now, and maybe pack and ship it down. Mostly give this to Donna, Paige's mom. Shout out. Has been asking for the recipe. Hopefully I don't disappoint her and it comes out okay. Everybody's always turn it the way that they want it to, hopefully. But with kimchi, it lasts a while and you're able to make different foods and recipes like kimchi jjigae, add it to all kinds of dishes. The kimchi pancakes are always really good. You don't have to just eat the kimchi fresh, although I do love eating fresh kimchi.
So how long will we massage it for?
So everything is completely coated. And you want to make sure that when you coat them, that the onions and apples, you don't get like just onions and apples in one bite. You get everything, oh, it's everything everywhere. And then when we press it into the jars, it'll turn out beautiful. Because we need everything to balance nice and well and merry. Each and every single ingredient incorporated is essential to making this beautiful dish.
So these are the jars you use right here? Okay. Oh, it almost is taller than the pot.
Yeah. Okay. Do that in just a bit. And we mix and put all the ingredients together, have them marry continuously. I've added a little bit more of that shrimp paste, and I just want to make sure that it blends well and it's seasoned nice, and it has that full, bold flavor that I enjoy when I eat fresh kimchi. And once it does sit and ferment, it'll add so much more flavors to all the dishes that she tried to make. And so what you're going to do is put it into the jar and squeeze them down so they can't breathe. We don't want air in there, but we don't want to crush the vegetables, and we want to keep them nice and crunchy at the same time. And you can switch back and forth from each jar to the other. That way you're able to include all the large pieces and smaller pieces, evenly distributing it evenly the way that is needed for each jar. It's a bit of a process, but it's so worth it to have your homemade kimchi. And this should last up to 1 to 2 weeks or so. Honestly, with fresh kimchi, it'll only last me about a day or two. But with having it ferment as long as you can, the flavors will come out and you'll draw the flavors out so much more better. But this is our quick, fast, easy kimchi recipe that everyone can do and keep and store away. This is where the messy work. So it's very helpful to have Ryan the Hawaiian shove the kimchi into the jars for you. Just big strong muscles, and he does all the messy work that I don't want to do.
All we're gonna do is sample it right now. Okay.
And it tastes great! Yay! Ryan the Hawaiian approves.